Hi everyone, I just wanted to do a quick talk today about leadership. I'm fascinated with the topic of leadership and I think it's a worthy subject to dive into. But the deeper I dive, the more I realize there's no end to this thing and I have so much more to learn. But I have learned some really interesting things that I want to share with you that can challenge you, maybe, I don't know, inspire you to do better, because it's a great responsibility to be a leader. And it doesn't matter what area you are leading in, if it's on your job, in your church, in your home. We should be people of influence because God has called us to represent Him in this world. And so we should be mindful of our leadership. And if God has given us a position of leadership, we should be learning how to be the best we can. So I've been studying it and I've learned some things that I want to share with you that hopefully you will find interesting and helpful in your journey to be a better leader, a better influencer, because that's what leadership is influence. Because if you're not influencing people, if no one's following you, you know what they say, you're just going for a walk. You're not leading. So every now and then you need to look behind you and see if anyone's following you. And if they are, then you need to make sure you're leading them the right way. So what makes a good leader? Are people born leaders? Can they be taught to be a leader? Yes and yes. I think people can be taught. And I think some people maybe are born with greater raw talents in some area of leadership, but leadership isn't necessarily everything you think that it is. I mean, public speaking is a huge part of many areas of leadership, but there are some incredible leaders that will never be public speakers because they're leading in different arenas, different venues. So public speaking, though, is an important part for most, or I don't know, many leaders. So it's important to study, okay, if this is a part of what I got to do, then maybe let's study to be a better one. And there's endless resources on this. You can practice, you can get better. There's YouTube videos, webinars, books, all kinds of things to help you be a better public speaker. And they'll tell you everything from, eye contact and body language. There's even a right way to say your name. Did you know that? You've been saying your name wrong all these years. And I have been too. And I learned that the right way to say your name, according to research, so that people will remember you, is to go up with your tone, do a pause, and then come down for your last name. So my name properly would be, hi, I'm Shara McKee. I think that's how it goes. I'm Shara McKee. Up, pause, down. Not like an awkward pause like I just did. Hi, I'm Shara McKee. Of course, you probably wouldn't forget that. Anyway, so that's the right way to say your name. There's a right way to shake hands. They say that if you go over the top, then you're coming across as overbearing. If you come underneath, then you're too subservient. But you should be right, even to show that you're equal. And so that's how you shake hands. And you don't want to be too firm because that's intimidating and kind of hurts. But you don't want to be a dead fish. Please, please, please don't be a dead fish. What's a dead fish, Sister McKee? It just lays there, floppy and cold, just like when you shake hands, there should be a grip, a clasp, a mutual, just a firm. I like a firm handshake, and research shows that leaders should have good, firm, even handshakes. So no dead fish, okay? No dead fish. There's nothing good about a dead fish. They stink, okay? Gross. I don't even eat fish, so don't just lay your lifeless hand. And this video is not about handshakes. It's about leadership. Sorry. Okay, it should be about focus. So when you shake someone's hand, please squeeze their hand. Okay, I want someone to testify in the comments about the dead fish and how you've been delivered, or testify that people need to stop doing this. Okay, moving on. So there's proper body language, there's eye contact, there's voice inflection, there's the right way to say your name and all this stuff. And all of that is great for public speaking because communication is huge in leadership. And there's a book by Amy Cuddy called Presence that can really help you with this. If you're struggling with presence and people, because if you have a message to give people, you want to impart that message fully. You don't want to become a distraction, because if you're insecure, your audience will be insecure and they cannot receive from you when they're being nervous for you. So again, this is not really about public speaking, but I guess it's becoming about that. But public speaking is a very important part of leadership, but it is not at all all of leadership, because one great speech can really, or a sermon can change your life. It can be very empowering and it can impress me, but you walk away and I don't really get to see you live up close. So you have limited influence with me, but Howard Hendricks, I believe, was the one who said, we impress from a distance, but we impact close up. All right, so what happens when you put the microphone down? That's a really what matters in leadership, because I can impress you for a minute. I can go, be a worldwide wonder and come home and be a local mess. And I don't want to do that. I want to be a true, authentic leader, no matter what dynamic I'm in. So, to be a good leader, you have to be a good communicator, of course, but to be the best kind, you need a communicator that has credibility. People are going to listen more to what you say if you're living up to what you said. So, communication is important, but while countless studies have been done on the broad topic of leadership, the history of leadership, the whys of leadership, the hows of leadership, very little studies have been done about leadership from the follower's perspective. And that's actually quite relevant information, because there's millions of people who are aspiring to lead, and they should probably know something about the follower's perspective. So Gallup, a great resource for research studies, did a poll of more than 10,000 people, and they asked their followers to describe what leaders had contributed to their lives. Basically, what do you value from leaders who impact your life? Name some attributes. And so they used some words, and they got responses. They got 10,000 responses. But out of 10,000 responses, it all boiled down to 4 themes. 4 themes. So what is it that followers want, you ask? Well, I'm going to tell you. Here's the question. Here's the answer to the $1 million question. And Gallup probably spent $1 million finding it. These aren't the only 4 things, trust me. But these are 4 dominant areas. So with no further ado, they are, drumroll, trust. No shocker there. Compassion, stability, and hope. That's it. This vlog is over. Go be that. No, there's so much more than that, but in each of those categories there were different words, and they just began to block them together where they fit. So under the category of trust, they may have used a word like honesty, integrity, respect, and all of that is the law of a strong foundation, of a solid foundation. That's one of the Brother Maxwell, hey Brother Maxwell, John Maxwell's book, 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. One of the laws in his book, it happens to be trust. So that's key. That's one of the categories. The second category, compassion, had words like caring, friendship, that connectivity, connectedness, happiness. There was some enjoyment there. It wasn't a drudgery. Love, empathy, some caring. All right, because people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care, right? And so the third one, stability, words were cited like security, strength, support, and peace. People need stability from their leaders. They need you to not be hot and cold, up and down, Jekyll and Hyde. They need you to be stable and steady. Yeah, you can have bad days, but they're measured, and you can be counted on. The mood of the team should not depend on your mood. Oh, she's got a bad day, so we're all going to have a bad day. No, you should be even Steven, or even kill Jill. No, I don't know. I guess I should make notes for these things. And then hope. This is where vision comes in. Direction, encouragement. Things are going to get better. That's why people follow, because they want to be better. They want hope. They want vision. They want faith in something bigger than themselves. They want something that matters. They need guidance. So pretty much these 4 things, can you recite them now? Trust, compassion, stability, and hope. That's it. That's what people are looking for. And it dawned on me, I've just described the ultimate leader, right? Jesus Christ, God himself. He's our example. He is our role model ultimately. And is he not trustworthy? Hello. Is he not compassionate? Is he stable? Same yesterday, today, and forever. Does he not provide hope? Yes, we have hope beyond this present world, hope from our sins, to be free from our sins. Yes, everything that he is what people are looking for. And so people are going to be looking basically for him in us. It's incredible. What a revelation. People want what God is. And I'm recording something. Can you wait a minute? This is a story of my life. Oh, great. I'll have to pause. No, maybe I'll go ahead and finish. This always happens to me. I thought I'd sneak into another office. Anyway, so if you're going to be an effective leader, you don't only have to possess these traits, but you must be able to communicate them effectively to your team. You don't need a microphone to be a great leader. Leaders must inspire, they must be stable, they must be trustworthy, and they must care, all while being effective communicators, because people can't read your mind. They need to know that you have all these things. So if you want to have a powerful influence, make sure you're a leader worth following, okay? So have a great day, even in your home. Parents, you got to be trustworthy. You got to be compassionate. You got to listen. You got to be stable. And you have to provide hope, all right? Encouragement. So wherever you are today, basically, be more like Jesus. That's on your to-do list. And you'll be a great leader. There's so much more I'd like to share with you. And I will later about someone who's in this office. So have a great day and go be like Jesus.